The active tropics with flash flooding across southern Texas, as well as a major cool down for the eastern United States on tap here this week, will be our top weather stories in this video. If you guys have not liked or subscribed down below, I definitely recommend you guys do both. Our new goal is 1,000 subscribers. If you guys could help me, each and every one of you, that would go a long way here in helping grow this channel, and definitely much appreciated. In this video here this morning, definitely thank you guys for joining. We are watching an area of investigation here across the western and northwestern Gulf of Mexico. A tropical system bringing some heavy rainfall potential to coastal Texas as well as southern Texas and northeastern Mexico will be ongoing here this week. You can see that here on the satellite imagery. We can see some, robust convection starting to develop around Corpus Christi, getting down here to southern Texas and eventually getting into northeastern Mexico as well as we head through the next couple of days. Looking here at the HRRR model here, you can see as we move through the morning hours, some heavy rainfall with some torrential rainfall rates of over 2 inches an hour possible across southern Texas here, coastal Texas as well, as we kind of move into this morning. But as we move into the afternoon, we'll start to spread this heavy rainfall a little bit farther inland here, getting into south central Texas. Like I said, a lot of heavy rainfall moving over the same areas here from east to west will definitely bring the threat for some flash flooding out there, especially into southern Texas through the afternoon and into the evening this evening. And definitely here, this will start to move into northeastern Mexico, right along the Texas and Mexico, border there as we kind of move into the evening hours here on your Sunday evening. Looking at the rainfall amounts here with the HRRR, some significant rainfall and some significant flash flooding is possible here into southern Texas and along, southern coastal Texas as well, around the Corpus Christi area on south. We could see some embedded areas up to around 6 inches or more of rain across this area, especially, like I said, into southern Texas. So we'll continue to watch that as we head through the day today. And for that, the Weather Prediction Center actually forecasts a marginal to even a slight risk for excessive rainfall, and with isolated to widely scattered flash flooding possible across much of south central Texas as we move through the afternoon here and evening today. Definitely want to be on high alert for the potential here for some flash flooding down there, with, again, rainfall amounts generally between 3 and 6 inches. A few areas may even, exceed that here and get up to around 7 inches potentially into far southern Texas, so we'll watch that. Looking here in the eastern Pacific Basin, they did have a tropical depression here, did form. Tropical Depression 10E has definitely formed here across portions of the eastern Pacific Basin, and we're seeing that here on the visible satellite imagery. You can see a smaller compact system here across the open waters of the eastern Pacific, just west of Mexico and southwest here of the Baja of California. This is going to be kind of moving very slowly to the west as we head here through the next couple of days. This is really going to be a depression here all the way through early next week, and really kind of staying in kind of a slow movement pattern, kind of moving to the west-northwest at 6 miles per hour, sustained maximum sustained winds of 35 miles per hour. So it's really not going to become that strong of a system. Has a lot of wind shear to work with, a little bit of some cooler water. So again, we don't expect this to, gain a lot of strength, and it's really not going to be moving that fast. So again, over the open waters, we're not expecting really any impacts across, the Baja of California or Mexico with this system whatsoever. Looking here at the mainland United States here, breaking down the weather pattern here through this week, we got a ridge that continues across the south central plains along the desert southwest here in the United States. To the east, we have a very strong trough across southeastern Canada into the New England region, bringing some cooler weather here as we head through your afternoon today. But again, we still have that heat bottled up to the south here across Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and back west toward the Phoenix area, and definitely going to be seeing that heat out there here as we head into this afternoon. But as we kind of get towards the middle of the week, we do have a little bit of some changes. This ridge will start to actually move to the west toward the Rockies and toward the western United States, and that trough will actually start to dig down a little bit farther southward towards the east coast and even towards the Tennessee Valley as we kind of move in towards that Tuesday, Wednesday time frame. And we see that as well with kind of a frontal boundary bringing the potential for some organized showers and storms across the Missouri Valley as we head into your Tuesday morning here, August 16th. Maybe some heavy rainfall across portions there of eastern Nebraska, southwestern Iowa, and northwestern portions of Missouri around the Kansas City area, getting up towards Oklahoma, getting up towards Omaha, and then even getting up toward the Lincoln, Nebraska area as well toward your Tuesday morning. This will propagate to the southeast here towards the mid-south and towards the western Tennessee Valley, places like Little Rock, getting down here towards Joplin, getting down towards portions there of the Jonesboro, Arkansas area, Memphis, Tennessee, maybe even Jackson, Mississippi here as we kind of get into your Wednesday morning, Wednesday afternoon time frame. Some showers and storms may extend a little bit farther west toward the Texas and Oklahoma panhandles, getting into southern portions there of Colorado, bringing some much needed and beneficial rain to some of these areas here as we head towards the midweek time frame as well. Looking at your temperatures here midweek, yeah, Tuesday here, lots of 100s out there from Oklahoma down south here into portions of central and northern Texas here. A lot of areas there in the lower 100s from 100 to 105. A lot of heat out west too. Look at California. Look at portions there of, southwestern Arizona. A lot of 100s there as well. 102 toward the Phoenix area. 108 to 110 degrees toward the Death Valley area. And again, look at all that cooler weather with that trough continuing to dig down to the south. A lot of upper 70s and lower 80s with low humidity as we move into your Tuesday afternoon time frame here this week on your August 16th across the Chicagoland area, getting up toward Milwaukee, Green Bay, the Twin Cities there as well here, and getting over to there towards Omaha, Des Moines, a lot of places here receiving those nice temperatures as we move into your Tuesday. Wednesday will start to suppress this ridge a little farther south. Places like Oklahoma will start to see that heat relief with some cooler weather there. High temperatures near the Tulsa area on your Wednesday could actually cool down to the lower 80s as we move into your Wednesday afternoon. Still 105 in the DFW area, Dallas-Fort Worth, 104 here to the west as well, and potentially here in the panhandle of Texas could be cooling down into the upper 70s as we move here into Wednesday afternoon, especially with some of those showers and storms popping up with that kind of moving to the south as well. But guys, look at New England, a lot of upper 60s, a lot of lower 70s, low humidity, a refreshing air. I do recommend you guys go outside and take advantage of this nice cooler weather here next week. Walk the dog, just go for a run, go for a jog, or just sit outside and enjoy the nice fresh air. Definitely a lot of opportunities for that across much of the eastern United States as we head especially into the middle portion here of next week. Well as the western United States, that ridge, like I said, will start to move off to the west. We'll see a lot of heat out there from portions here of Washington and Oregon State, getting over toward Montana, Idaho, and especially California. Guys, look at Death Valley down here. We could be approaching 115 degrees in the Death Valley area as we move into your Wednesday, August 17th. And then as we get into Thursday, this heat relief will start to, push to the south here towards southern Texas. Again, we're still going to have the heat out there, but it's not going to be as extreme as what we've been seeing all the summer. So again, 93 in Dallas-Fort Worth. When is the last time we've heard this, guys? Yeah, definitely go outside and enjoy it here if you can. A lot of, cooler temperatures. Look at the Atlanta metro, guys, into the lower 70s here for your Thursday, middle 80s across the mid-Atlantic, and, middle 70s across New England. It cannot get much better than this, guys. I definitely, recommend, like I said, going outside, walking the dog, going for a jog, a run, or just, like I said, taking a breath of fresh air outside. Definitely doesn't hurt, guys, with a lot of this cool weather here. And a lot of lower humidity is another important, factor with this as well. It'll be a lot easier to breathe outside. You don't have to worry about, the heat and, all the humidity with the heat index or anything like that. Definitely a lot of cooler weather across these areas. And the Climate Prediction Center does forecast that. The 6 to 10 day temperature outlook from the Climate Prediction Center from August 19th through the 23rd time frame. Cooler than normal from the desert southwest all the way to the east here across Texas, across the mid-south and towards the southeast as well. We do have that ridge kind of a little bit over top of that here across the Pacific Northwest especially, but we do have some warmer than normal conditions expected across the northern plains, the upper Midwest, and then eventually over toward New England during that August 19th through the 23rd time frame. We do have some impressive precipitation chances as we get through that August 19th through the 23rd time frame across much of the southwestern United States, and especially more importantly across Texas, Oklahoma, where they definitely need the rainfall here. Not that they don't in the southwest. They've had the monsoon there for a while, but some of these areas here in Texas and Oklahoma haven't had a drop of rain in 60, 70 days, and they definitely could use that, and it looks like here that is going to be the case through much of the week. So that is some good news, and just slightly above normal precipitation across much of the eastern United States during that time as well. But again, as we know, underneath the ridge, a lot of sinking air. We have below normal precipitation across the Dakotas, the upper Midwest here towards the Minnesota area, and back west toward the Pacific Northwest during that August 19th through the 23rd time frame. Moving a little bit further here to the 8 to 14 day temperature outlook from August 21st through the 27th, yeah, that strong ridge will remain parked across the western and northwestern United States as we move into the last week here in August. Cooler than normal temperatures are expected across much of New Mexico, Arizona, Texas, getting over towards the Tennessee Valley and the deep south as well. Again, that ridge will start to collapse over top of this trough and bring some more, widespread above normal temperatures across the upper Midwest, the Great Lakes, and New England as we move towards that last week here in August. So we'll continue to monitor that. And you can see again, the signal is there. Very good news here. Above normal precipitation for much of North Texas, westward toward West Texas, much of New Mexico, Arizona, and really much of the southern United States here, all the way up to New England. Definitely at least near normal to a slightly above normal precipitation there. And again, underneath that trough here, the same pattern will be effective here as we kind of move towards that last week here in August. We're seeing below normal precipitation favored from the western Great Lakes westward towards the upper Midwest, the northern Rockies, and the Pacific Northwest during that August 21st through the 27th time frame. Well, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like the video down below. Give me a thumbs up. Leave any comments, questions, concerns down below. I'll be able to get to those later. And again, guys, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Our new goal is 1,000 subscribers. Please help out, guys, and it'll go a long way. Each and every one of you subscribing down below. It's free to do so, and I appreciate everybody subscribing to the YouTube channel. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great Sunday out there and the great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next video.